Hi, everyone. I am Sarah from Grief Advocacy, and I often get asked about how I got into this grief work. And I thought I would start here as a bit of an information session, given that we've launched our grief informed practitioner certification program. And it would make sense that you're interested in who teaches this, who's developed it, and the story behind all of that. So I'm going to give a very brief overview of where I've been and how I've come to this point of building this course. I have been involved in end of life and grief support for about 25 years. I started with men who had AIDS, and then I moved into children and took care of children at their end of life and also their families through grief. And it has been a journey that I will forever honor without question. I don't think that there's a more honorable place to be. But as I got older, I really needed to take a step back because I don't think spending all of your spare time with dying children in your 20s is necessarily healthy. So I moved on and built a career, an executive career in sales for the most part, and led teams and really met and worked with some amazing people. But it wasn't until the pandemic that I realized I had spent my whole life doing death work and grief work in my spare time, and that there weren't many people who had that those years and that breadth of experience. And I really wanted to start going a little bit deeper into the work, and it meant taking it on full time. So in 2019, I started Grief Advocacy and immediately went into a pandemic where grief was big and care was desperately needed. And so I built a small company that worked with healthcare organizations across Canada. I trained a team of 35 people, and we did workplace grief programs. We went in monthly, we did groups, we did one-on-ones, and I can say it was probably some of the hardest work I've ever done, and also the most rewarding. And so now we've come out of the other side of a pandemic, and the weight of the world is heavy. And so I developed the Grief Informed certification program because I realized that I can't do it all on my own, and I need other people to carry this work into their own. That part of normalizing the grief conversation is ensuring that more people do it. And it can't just be me teaching people. It needs to be a slew of amazing wellness practitioners, community advocates, leaders, friends, family that can sit and hold these hard conversations. So that's why the Grief Informed certification program came to be. A lot of people ask me if I'm consider myself a professional or an expert, or what my designations are, and I have none. I am a coach, and I have lived experience, and I have 25 years of doing this. I do not have letters after my name. And in a lot of ways, I don't believe that grief requires therapy. And I talk about that a lot in the course. But the idea that one of the most natural human responses to love requires therapy has more to say about the world that we live in rather than the emotions that we feel. And I love the idea that every day we root ourselves in honor and gratitude for everything that we have and everything that we've lost. So with that in mind, that is the very brief overview of the SCAL here. I am always here and available. So please feel free to reach out if you have any questions in the links below. And I hope we get to see you in the course of our lives, our days, and this program. Take care.